My name is Alexis Raphael. I am a singer, I'm an actor, I wear my socks inside out, and I happen to be curvy. Struggled a lot through theater school in having a different body than a lot of my other classmates, especially in dance classes where everyone's wearing a leotard or you're wearing tight clothes and you're watching some girl who's like a size 2 kick her face and you're like, oh, that doesn't look the same on my body. I think that's definitely where I compared myself the most. My line looks different than her line, and everyone's saying that her line is so great. Does that mean my line sucks? You know, like I think mine looks kind of cool, but everyone's saying hers is the best and she's like half my size. So I imagine it's because I'm not the same size as her that my line doesn't look as good. And that's not necessarily the case. It could be because I went into college not having, 18 years of dance experience. But it's really easy to find yourself pinpointing that difference about yourself and saying, oh, well, it must be that. Like maybe I would look better dancing if I lost 20 pounds. I personally struggled a lot, and I actually went to my program coordinator and spoke to her about it because I started missing classes. I could not look at myself in the mirror next to a lot of the other girls. As someone who does struggle with disordered eating as well, that was really hard on me to watch myself in a mirror with girls half my size. So I spoke to my program coordinator and she had told me she didn't care if I wore a leotard to class, and she was like, so wear a sweater. Like she was like, wear the biggest t-shirt ever. I don't care. Like she was like, I want you there because I want you to learn, not because I want you to look like the other girls. And that made me feel really great that I was understood and that someone really was accepting of the fact that this is a problem and that there are solutions to it, and those solutions don't have to be just suck it up. Theater school does not have to be hard. It really doesn't. It doesn't have to be painful. It's not difficult to make an adjustment for someone that feels uncomfortable. Regardless of if someone is a size 2, and feels uncomfortable in their body too compared to some of the other girls, that should be an option for everyone. That if you feel uncomfortable, you can do something about it. I know I'm not the only one who has experienced things like this, so if you've had experiences and you want to talk about them, feel free to leave a comment below and we can chat. The discussions that were had in theater school about what the industry expects our bodies to look like was never really, you have to be X body type to work. It was more so when we talked about types, and we did have multiple perspectives on this. There was a question that was brought up that was, what do I do if my voice type and my acting style fits a character that my body type does not fit? One of the answers we were told was change your body type. Which I don't necessarily think is the best option. But we were also told, the industry is changing, and if you feel that you fit that part, go audition for the part anyways. And if you do, then you will get cast. And obviously it's a little difficult. Otherwise we wouldn't, have to talk about it. But there was an emphasis on either you change to fit, or you push yourself and say, no, I do fit, and you will cast me because I fit, regardless of my body type. I vividly remember being shocked in my 3rd year of college. It was in my 2nd semester when I got cast as a dancer in a show, because I constantly felt like my body prohibited me from ever becoming a dancer. I remember going into the dance call for the show and being like, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm not gonna get cast anyways because it's a dance show. So I'm just gonna do my thing and enjoy myself. And then I got a call back and I was like, I have to dance again? Okay. I remember sitting there and being like, I am just gonna have a good time. I don't care if I get cast because I am so happy that I got a call back. And I got cast as a dancer, and I was so shocked that someone of my body type and my experience could be considered and chosen to dance alongside these thin girls who had been dancing since they were 2. It definitely did give me the confidence to know that my body is not necessarily going to stop me from booking things that I didn't think I could book. I think that a world where any body type can play any role is so exciting to me. That is something that I have thought about since I was probably like 12. Because as a woman who has been curvy since I was probably 12, I was constantly told by family members that, to break into this industry, you have to lose a couple pounds, or you have to look this way, or change your teeth, or change your hair, or whatever it is. That was something I was constantly told. And I think a world where any body type can play any part will really change that for younger people who are thinking of getting into theater. I think that going to a show, because I've been going to theater since I was maybe 6 with my family, and I think if I were to have grown up seeing people of all body types on stage, I probably wouldn't have been as hesitant to enter theater school. And I probably wouldn't have felt as not great, standing next to all those dancers, because I would have felt like I look like a dancer too, because I would have seen people that looked like me dancing in a show. If I was talking to a younger version of myself that was just about to enter theater school, I would tell her, just have fun. Don't think about it. Stop comparing yourself to every person that you meet. Don't sit in this class and say, oh, but she's a better soprano than me, or stand in that dance class and think, oh, but like, she has more muscles than me, and she's thinner than me, and I would literally just tell myself, don't care. Do what you went there to do, because that is probably what I think I needed to have heard before going into theater school, and I think that's what I would tell myself now if I were to go into theater school again. I definitely think that a way to make people of all bodies feel more comfortable in a theater school would be to let them know right off the bat that it's okay if they feel uncomfortable. And that feeling uncomfortable is not necessarily a bad thing, and it's okay to embrace feeling uncomfortable, and it's also okay to make accommodations for yourself and not necessarily needing permission to do those things. Had I personally just said, okay, I'm gonna wear whatever I want and I'm just gonna go, no one would have batted an eye or said anything about it. They would have just been like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't think anyone would have come up to me and said, hey, you're not wearing your leotard today. And I think also a huge thing, especially in theater schools, is bringing awareness to eating disorder culture. It's so common, and people don't talk about it enough. I think that if people were to mention that eating disorders are common in the beginning, especially in a place like a dance class, it would probably make students feel more comfortable coming forward about their experiences, and make students feel more comfortable in asking for those accommodations for themselves, rather than feeling like they need to hide this problem that they're having, because so many people in their class are probably having similar experiences and also hiding. What's the perfect balance between yelling too much or not yelling enough so that people don't walk over you? The song that I will be singing is called Quiet by Jonathan Reed Gelt. I chose this song because it really speaks to my experience starting out, for lack of a better word, quiet and scared to come forward about something that was really affecting me. And now at this point in my life, I feel much more comfortable to come out and say, hey, this is something I've struggled with, because maybe that's what I would have needed for someone else to have come to me and say like, hey, I struggle with that too. So this song really represents that to me, finally standing up and saying, no, we're gonna talk, because we have to. It's really important. And I also think that, at its core, it is somewhat of a love song, And I think a lot of people in plus-sized bodies are either not cast as a love interest or sometimes feel as if their body prohibits them from being a love interest, and people of all sizes can be in love and can have issues in relationships too.
But I remain quiet. I can't remain quiet anymore.
Follow me at Alexis_Raphael on Instagram and check out my website, which is alexisraphael.com. Don't forget to leave a like and comment and subscribe.